Hello guys, this is Sainath and I'm from the team SKYFIN and I'm going to explain the front-end part of home and profile management page along with the login and sign up pages. Now let's first see the profile page, and this is the profile main home page of the SKYFIN website. The title here denotes the page title that appears in the browsers tab. The header tab file contains navigation bar with dynamic content. Here, if the user is logged in, hide freelancer and profile is options are shown. If not, then login and register options are shown. The profile section contains uh, view profile and logout options and etc. Payment, subscriptions and chart freelancer etc. Here, the section is used for first impression along with the list of top freelancers. And here are the top freelancers. And down to the top freelancers, here the client reviews and how the websites are working. This is the client reviews, and the both freelancers and client reviews sections are used in this format. Now let's see the main profile code, easiest code for this profile. And this is the easiest code for the profile. Now this is the HTML template builds a profile user dashboard with two sections. A sidebar on the left displaying the profile information and navigation, and a main area on the right showing detailed information profile data. The sidebar contains a profile picture and the user names, ID, and links to various sections such as payment history, settings, and logout. As we've seen before, here there are few options like view profile and logout, payment, subscriptions, contracts, and reviews, logout, etc. As we talked before. The profile details section includes fields like first name, last name, date of birth, and qualifications, with all fields displayed but disabled for editing by default. There are two buttons, one for editing the profile and another for editing the contact details. It uses a CSS file for styling and organizes information in grid layout for a clean and structured appearance. These about the profile EJS file, and now let's view the login page. And this is the login page for the already sign in user, already previous user. Here we can log in through the email, and here it asked password, and there are options like login person is a freelancer or a hairer. Here we can select options and then login. And these are the options for newly logging persons, newly signing persons. Now let's see the easiest code for the login page. This is the login code for a login code. This is the HTML template for a login page with options for users to log in as a freelancer or a hirer. The form supports standard email or password authentications and includes social login options for Google and Facebook. Here we can see this asked email and password. Here we can type our email and password, and options freelancer or a hirer. Here key features includes required input fields, radio buttons for the user, role selections, and a dynamic URLs for actions like forgot password and new user. The design is linked to an external style sheet uses a modern and clean font. This is about the login page and the login code. Now let's look into the sign up code. Here we have two options, new user. A person can sign into our website as looking for a work or hiring a workers. Let's first see about looking for a work, or we can call it looking for a. This is the sign up page for the workers. It asks the basic details like first name, middle name, and last name. Here and phone number, email details. Here it is also ask resume or CV of that person. This also asked a CA certification. Mm, Here we can select our skill set, the person's skill set, and then he can enter the password, then sign up. Let's see the code for sign up for workers. And this is the sign up code for the workers. Okay. Here, this is the HTML template that creates a sign up page for users who are looking for work. It uses a form that collect essential details such as name, phone number, email, etc. It also asked about resume and CV. There is a specific field for uploading a CA certification, right? Related to the chartered accounts. The form includes a multiple select drop down for users to select relevant skills such as accounting, auditing, and taxations, etc. The form collects a password for the account creation and includes fields for uploading the user's resume and certifications. And the layout design with the left section possible for visual content and right section contains the form styled through a linked CSS. The Google Fonts library is used for styling the style text. The form is set to submit data via post to sign up details. Here, if we see the sign up for workers, this is the overall code. And let's look into the sign up code for the hiring persons. And this is the option for hiring workers. Here, it also asks the details, basic details like name, email, and from which company you are hiring the workers, and phone number and location of that person, a password for that, and the final option is sign up. Let's look into the code for sign up. Here, this is HTML template is designed for employees who want to sign up to hire workers, like who want some members to do their work. It uses the form that collects the key information like full name and company name, phone number, and location, password. All the input fields are required and ensuring users fill out essential details like before submission. This forms uses a post method to submit data to some URL. This page layout includes a sign-up box styled through the linked CSS file, and that form is displayed using a simple and clean design. And Google Fonts is used to enhance the overall typography with the open sans font. And this is the overall EJS code. This about the login and sign up and profile. Thank you.
Hello guys, this is Vignesh. I'm from the team named SKYFIN. This is my part of the project. Hire freelancer. How to hire freelancer? Let's go to the beginning. Mm, at first, I have included search bar function. The search bar allows user to input text and triggers a search profile function using button click to search for accounts. On later, I have taken 10 examples which which includes different types of professions. For example, I have taken name John Doe. His occupation is about tax advisor. This is about his rating 4.9 and amount of salary he expected, the experience, the skills. Like this, I have taken 10 examples. Also, expand. I have also included expand profile function. It is used to. It contains contact details and skill descriptions. Close, but I have also included close button function upon clicking the close profile function. Let's dive into the JavaScript part. Okay. Like I explained, expand profile function is used to it'll get this more describe details about the freelancer. Okay. Displays block makes a profile content visible. Like I said, block, the style or display block. Okay. Similarly, close profile here hides a profile. Display equals to none equal the is a function that we use to hide the details. Well, coming to the search profiles. Search profile, it takes search value and converts to lowercase. Okay. It retrieves all class elements with the name freelancer tags. Okay. Freelancer box. It loops. I have also included a for loop. Um, I'll explain how it works. It loops through all profiles, extracting freelancer names, and freelancer name included in the search query is displayed with block. I'll also show you the CSS part. This is my CSS part. Okay, thank you. Well, let's dive into my second part of the code. This is about the payment function. Let's show me the code. Generally, the payment function, this the part for the part of my payments function, I have included data payment details such as the credit card, debit card, UPI, RuPay card, net banking, wallet. After selecting which which the user has to pay. After the if the user selected a credit card, after the details need to be filled, the credit card number, expiry date, CVV, the basic function that to be added to. Okay, after filling the details, um, the display this option will be displayed. You have selected to pay with the wallet. The After selecting the pay, the summary of details the user has to pay will be displayed like the amount 50. Suppose for $50, the service charges that to be added and the total will be displayed. After the payment, after performing some JS, the payment successful option tag will be displayed. Like your payment to after this function has been processed successfully. By clicking these my payments, the user can access to the previous payments which has to be done that have been done. Well, let's dive into the JS part. I have included. Basically, the JavaScript code handles the functionality of the payment page. Here's the breakdown to its main parts. It starts by waiting for the page to fully load before running the script. It retrieves the payment data that the user have filled out before, like name, email, code number, UPI pin, like just like that. It calculates the service charge, basically 3% of the amount, and the total amount. Let's show you. This function calculates the amount that amount has to be paid, and then also calculates the service charge. After calculating the service, it displays the total amount that has to pay by the user. Wait a minute. Okay. Using this query selector. Okay. Using this get element by the function validate payment details. Okay. This my important very this function is very important. Mm, it updates a payment summary table on the page with these calculated values. It adds a freelancer name, this credit card number, credit card expiry, credit card CVV, adds a payment detail to the page title. It defines a function to validate the payment details. like card number, CVV. It defines a function to show the payment confirmation of the successful payment. It sets up an event listener for the pay button. When clicked it validates the payment details. If valid, like I show you here, if the payment is valid, it prepares the payment data and send it to the server. If the server confirms success, if the servers confirms again, just like that. Okay, okay. Yeah, this part is check the details of validates a credit card. Okay. If the details are selected or valid, okay. It prepares the payment data and send it to the server. If the server confirms success, it shows the confirmation. Otherwise, it shows an error. Like this fetch button uses it take the details of the user. Then response. Okay. It sets up event listener for the payment option buttons. Like this event listener try function. It shows the payments detail. Like each detail should be here. Sure. Okay. When a payment option is clicked, it hides all payment detail sections. Then it shows only the detail section for the selected payment option. The script makes the payment page interactive, handles data, data interface based on the user actions and server responses. Thank you. Well, let's dive into my second part of the project. Like I discussed in the payment HTML, all the transaction, all the payments that has done by the user previous before, it stores in the transaction log in this my payments.html. Well, let me explain the main parts or segment of the part of the code. This page start with a header, container payment history. Wait a minute. Okay, let's start with the payment history. Like it creates a table like transaction log that keeps the track records of the user payment history. I start with the column names: freelancer name, amount, service or total amount, payment method, the type of method, the type of payment that user. Uh, Okay, it also contains this is the core of the page using server-side templating like EJS embed system. I have used EJS embed system for the to dynamically generate content. This code iterates through payments array displaying details for each payment. Okay, this is syntax used to output the values uh, of each payment object. Now, at the bottom, there's a back to home link that leads to home page. Basically, the key points are like this.
Hi, myself V. Ravindra Reddy, studying BTech in Vision Institute of Technology. This video, I'm gonna explain entire code for the working chart support system feature of our video. First, we look into the main page of this chart support. The head tag consists of the title and the link to the CSS. Uh, the HTML name is customer sub and CS.css. The header file. When coming to the body part, the div class contain the chart container. Here the chart header, the name of the header is user support, contains image as the chart support system contains an image. This is the link for the image. By using image tag we use image src we use there contain high displays the how can I help you today. The next payment issue, project posting issue, document. If there are any issues regarding these three, the chart support system will help us the customers. When we type for others, it will automatically solve the problems. Let me show you how it works. This is the Skyfin Lancer website that developed. Coming to the customer support, this is the user support that I developed. These are the basic questions that a customer should uh, questions regarding the when we issues. Just how the chatbot ask how I can help you today. The questions regarding payment issue, project posting issue, document upload issue, or any other way. When we type one, you send click, it will ask the the four basic questions that a customer should have while recording payment issues. Why was the payment declined? How update the payment? These are all the basic questions that are regarding payment issues. We type to project posting issues and click are the questions regarding the project posting is that one is document. So while we uploading document, there are some issues regarding the size must be in the 0 to 100 KB, or which format, or what is the maximum file, what my file. These are the basic questions that we type for tasks. Please send me the issue below so that we can send the kit that we developed. Let us come to the code again. Coming to the script JS code. The function we declare the new variable to the store the received messages from the user. If we enters nothing, the function does nothing. This is the div class user input. Please type your message here. This fourth one. When we click on the handle user input send button, sends the startboard sends the message. Make a command to the script function and document get a user read that message user. The user message is displayed in the chart screen by creating the new div element and appending to the chartboard. After displaying the message, chart box scrolls to bottom. After first uh, delay user set timeout, bot responds to the user input. We user selects one or two or three or five else. The corresponding response is shown by the directing the fact links for displaying the custom messages. The user selects one, he selects the user. This if user selects one, then the chatbot sends the payment questions regarding the in a new page. When we user selects the pay and two, then the chatbot sends the message, sends the questions regarding answers in a new page regarding project posting. Then the user sends them type three questions regarding the we pay augment issue displayed in the new page. When user enter 4, please type your issue below and click send. And the chatbot responds according to the given question. Okay, main content is shown in the fact container div. Okay, this h4 tags how click on the attributes. This back button is at the end of the course which redirect to the main customer support page. I will show on this black button. This is redirecting the main page. This main page of user support. Okay, create a function called that of the same as the name is as customer up.ejs question as the respect to div container. The questions users h4 tag and answer users page. And coming to the fact frequent asked questions regarding file upload. This is the header file. Head contain the name of the document upload issues. Questions regarding while uploading. This is the styles.ss. When we type 3, document upload issue open a new page. This is the um, xstyle.css. The div class container header document uploads frequently asked questions. We create a function. We create a function called toggle answer. When it is called, what formats are supported for message or the question. Current then the answer is currently we support JPG, PNG, EAF formats for image uploads. The function user element, next element, siblings to target the next h4 tag, that is respect to answer, or the p tag. If answer is displayed in block, then it converts to display. None it, the similar code used for the rest page. This is the code for only document upload issues. This is the same as the other. First of all, payment issues. Second of all, project posting issues. Fourth one is others. The code for all. This is it. We created a function toggle answer. This similar code is used for the rest pages as well by simply changing the question and answers. Answer is displayed on when block, then it convert into display none, that is hides the answer, else answer is displayed, that is playback. Now finally the backend code will be explained by my teammate Prabhan for you to understand the server side logic of our project as well. Thank you.
Okay, in order to get a JSON file from the Firestone, first we need to open Firebase and then we need to create a project. Here I am creating the project named project M, and then I will click on continue. After clicking on continue, we need to accept the Google Analytics for this project, and then we need to give the default account for Firebase, and then click on create Firebase. As you can see, the project is getting ready and the Firebase project is ready. Now you need to click on continue. Now we have opened the project, and now go to build, then Firestone database. Here we are building a new Firestone database for which we are gonna use in the Telegram chatbot code. Now click on create database and now click on next. You just keep the name for United States as a location and click on create. Now in order to get the JSON file, go to the project settings and then click on service accounts. Now scroll to the bottom and then click on generate new private key. This will automatically download the JSON file for you, as I have already created it before, or I have already the. Welcome everybody to the final phase of our code explanation, that is the backend and database. And now I'm going to explain to you how this code is going to work in the backend, as well as how our database is looking in the Firestore, as well as I'll help you how to run these commands in order to get the full your website. Okay, I think I'll get started immediately. This is our server.js file in which our backend code is written. Okay, I'm going to explain in parts by parts, or section by section. Simply saying, this is a Node.js application with Express framework, and for the user authentication and everything we are using Firestore, which is in Firebase. Okay, Firestore is a NoSQL database. Okay, and we are going to manage user data and profiles, payment details, etc. in this database. Okay, so I'm gonna now help you to know what's gonna go in the server or backend about all these files that you are listened from my friends. Okay, initially these are the files, the libraries that you are going to import using required. Okay, what are the uses of each one? I'm going to just tell you in one line each. Okay, Express is a framework, and path is like a module to handle file paths. Okay, I will actually help you with that in below code. Okay, where it's being used. Okay, body paths as a middleware. Express session in order to run the user sessions. Okay, and Firestore, we're using it as database, and bcrypt is used for password hashing. Okay, now what's this password hashing? Password hashing is nothing but changing your password, the entered password, into something that cannot be detectable. Okay, and below I'm gonna tell you what's happening here. Okay, const tab is called express. We have initialized the express session. Okay, and then we have declared a port with 3000, and then the salt rounds are nothing but like used in hashing. The more the salt rounds are, the better the hashing works. Okay, and simply saying this, let's keep it up 10, because if we increase it more and more, then there's a disadvantage that it takes too much time. And now the firestore, we have initialized the firestore with key.json file. The key.json file explanation has already been told to you how we are gonna get a file, and below which we have okay, started a EJS. EJS is a file, embedded JavaScript in which we are writing our HTML code, and this body parser is used as a middleware. At the end, over here we are used express.static, where we are gonna store our static files, that is the CSS, JavaScript, and images, etc. And the directory name we are given is public. Then we have created a session, user session, with the cookie secure as false, and if we can keep it as true itself as it is, but during development I suggest you keep it as false. And rest.locals is logged in is generally used to get whether the user is logged in or not. Okay, using the request.session.user. Below this are the routes. I think I already told you that these paths where they are going to be used, I'm going to show you there. Okay, this is the first time we are going to use this path, app.get of slash, and this is a default path. And if we get that path from the front end, then we are going to render the home.ejs file. Okay, and if we get this path, hire freelancer, then we are going to render hire freelancer web page. And now let's look into profile section. If we get the path as profile, then we are gonna check whether the user is logged in or not. If he's not logged in, we are gonna redirect him to the login page. Else what we are gonna do is first gather his email, and then we are gonna take the collection. We are gonna create a collection with the named users, in which we're gonna categorize each user via their email. Okay, so this collection is of email and other details are gathered into the user ref, and then we are gonna get the information out of it. Okay, and after gathering the information, we are gonna render the profile page with this user data. Okay, the next task is to get the payment submit. Okay, payment submit is when after the payment you're gonna you're gonna get the bill, and then you're gonna enter whether you're gonna pay with credit card or debit card or UPI. Okay, you're gonna enter the details, and you will hit the button, right? After hitting the button, what's it's gonna do? Okay, now if we get the route as payment submit, then the first thing is we're gonna declare these variables: freelancer name, amount, service charge, total amount, and payment method, and this gonna be assigned to the values we receive from the user. And how we are gonna receive is req.body. Okay, and then we are gonna create a const payment details asset, and then we're gonna create a variable named payment ref with firestore.collection of users.doc email or collection of payments.doc. Okay, simply saying we are gonna create a collection with name users, right, inside which we categorize with email, and inside the email there are going to be a sub collection with of payments. Okay, and in the sub collection of payments, they're going to be categorized with the unique payment ID that is declared randomly. After that, we're gonna assign these values to that. Okay, using the set option, and below which if there's an errors, they are going to be handled here. Okay, Now check into app.get of my payments. This is where the all the payments the user made should be displayed. Okay, and if the user is not logged in, we're gonna redirect him to login page. Else what we're gonna do is, before where we have stored the same location, we're gonna get out. Okay, the data which we have stored in the payments sub collection is gonna be gathered over here, and then using the for each loop, you're gonna get the ID, the payment ID, and its data, corresponding data. Okay, and then we're gonna render this my payment web page with these payments. Okay, and below the next 5 codes are nothing but a simple routing, where if the path is customer CP, it will render customer sub web page and payment for payment, payment FAQ, and extra same. Okay, and below I'm gonna now tell you about the edit option which you have included. Okay, profile edition, edit. Okay, simply saying the first 2 lines are the same. If you are not logged in, then it will redirect to the login page. Else you will get an email first, and then rest of the details from the body. And after getting the body, what you're gonna try is you're gonna store it. Okay, and we're gonna store it, and we're gonna get out of it, and simply, okay, that's what it goes on in these 2 lines. Okay, and if there's an error, then it will say user not found, etc. Okay, and if there is an existing user data, then we are going to gather the data from the backend, that is a database. Okay, and this updated data is going to be edited in the next 4 lines, as you can see. Okay, existing user data dot full name is converted to full name, where the full name is taken from the user using the dot trim function. Dot trim function actually helps if there is any empty data, then it does not get stored. Okay, if the user does not enter anything and leaves as it is, then it does not get stored. And then this is going to be updated and redirected to the profile page again. Okay, sorry. Next is the sign up hiring, same as it is, and sign up hiring submit is a button which I'm going to explain now. In the sign up hiring submit button, that is in the sign up page, at the end there is a button named submit. Okay, after clicking on it, the data which you have entered above needs to be stored in the database. As you can see, we have declared some variables over here, and these variables store the information the user enters in the web page. And then after that, we're gonna decrypt, that is hashing the password. Okay, why we're gonna hash the password? To make it more secure. Below which, okay, we have actually created a new collection users.doc email, not new but the same, but we're gonna set the full name, company, phone, location, and password to the ones we received from the user. Okay, and then a new page is a new collection is created with the email and these details. Okay, and then it's gonna show you like sign up is successful, go to login page. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you about login page. Right after the sign up comes the login. In the login, there are simply 3 action buttons over here, among which one has not been developed yet, that is the forgot password URL. Rest 2 can actually are in working condition now. Okay, the login action button, it actually renders the login submit, and a new user URL actually calls upon the sign up hiring page. I already told you about the sign up hiring page, and now I'm going to tell you about the login submit. In the login submit, where we are given the name post, that is we input the data and check it. Okay, in the const email password, we are gonna get email and password from the login page when the user enters it and presses on the submit button. And then we are gonna take the list of users from the file store collection, and then we are gonna check if the email is actually there or not. Okay, and if it's not there, then it's shown like invalid email or password. Else we get to access the data of the user. Okay, and after getting the data, now we're going to check the password. If the password you entered and the user dot password that is there in the collection matches, then we're going to redirect. Else we're going to say it invalid email or password. Okay, and simply the login logout does nothing but redirect to the login page. And finally, this is where we are gonna display our website localhost of port. I've already declared the port to be 3000. You can declare whatever it is you want. Okay, now I have already explained the code to you. Let me demonstrate how to run the commands in order to make this function. Okay, now I clicked in open an integrated terminal, and first command is npm space init space y. This is used to initialize. Okay, after initializing, you can see in the package.json all your details, all the project details are going to store here. And the next command which you're gonna type is we're gonna type is npm space install ri is the same. Okay, we're gonna install the packages, npm packages which have been shown in the first 7 lines. Simply we can like npm space I space and all the names that have been in the required. Okay, I have already downloaded all of those, so I'm not going to show them. And the final command is node space server.js. After clicking on enter, you're going to see this link over here. And let me show you. This is the localhost 3000. Let me refresh it. Okay, this is a refreshed page. This is the final output of our home page or of our website. Okay, now I have showed you this. Let me show you our database as well. Okay, let's go to users initially. Okay, uh, in the file store actually there are collections in which we are declaring variables or other collections or information like that. Okay, first we have created a collection called users, inside which we are storing these mails, gmails, hi at the rate of gmail.com, hi at the rate of gmail.com, etc. Okay, and inside these are a sub collections. Okay, and inside each sub collection you're gonna see another sub collection along with some data. As you can see, this is a collection named payments, below which you're gonna see the data, company full name. These all things we either get from the sign up page or from the edit profile. Okay, and in the payments you can see the past payments that the user have done. As you can see, hi at the rate of gmail.com has actually done this many of payments, and each payment is a sub collection. Okay, and the sub collection consists of this information: amount, freelancer name, payment method, service charge, and total amount, etc. Okay, and over here actually the mail I have used is sai@gmail.com when I shown in the uh, actual demonstration video. So you can see over here the payments, I have done only one payment, and that is hired this John Doe person. Okay, so I hope you understood what I have told you about the database backend as well as how to implement it.